I'm like damn tired. Like I'm really.
Yes! Folks, we have a momentous day in store for you. Starting with me. And ending with a surprise gift from Clank to Ratchet.
Oh dear. Must he tell the entire galaxy? Wait, a gift?
I just want to do like one row.
You will see.
Can't believe that other run like
Front of the parade route. Well,
froze.
better get moving then.
Weird.
All started on Planet Hell with Ratchet, a restless.
Oh yes, thank you for good luck, Miss Nicole.
And now, our heroes will clear this festive barricade. Who could forget the Blarg invasion of Joker? Some of those
We're gonna have death to this. Also, I saw in the leaderboard mod chat all the fuckery that's going on. Kind of funny, actually. I'm not surprised. Is this just like a height thing? Like, do I just... Maybe it is, actually. More drama? No, it's not drama.
Magna boots.
Some like dude or whatever added like literally like a billion people from the rat community as a mod for this like one mobile game or something. It's kind of funny.
Retired longer than we have.
There's this like mobile game that's got like it has like 50 mods, and like all of the mods are like from the rat community, and they were all added as mods like against their will. And because Scrom is a terrible website, you can't like remove yourself. So they're literally permanently a mod for that game, and they can't like remove it. Like the pop-up doesn't appear apparently when they try to remove themselves. Yeah, I mean, speedrun.com is not a good site, so they'd rather add Twitter onto their site pretty much instead of making it like an actual site for speedrunning. Which, by the way, they actually did. They literally like added like chat stuff and whatever. Just dumb. Yeah, it's literally trying to act like it's like a social media platform. It's literally just to post speedruns. There's nothing else that it's meant for. But because speedrun.com is owned by a company,
Yes, and quickly.
they have to always like be changing stuff and adding stuff. Because obviously, you know, a company can't survive if they just leave it the same. So they constantly have to add all this shit for no reason. Yeah, they want speedrun.com to be like the Twitter for speedrunners, and it's so cringe. They're like, we're gonna introduce groups where you can talk about your speed game and learn strats. I'm like, isn't that what Discord's for? Like, it's so dumb.
Did you see that? That was rather exciting.
Train has arrived.
Whoa, watch your head. This is worse than I had imagined.
It's also funny because the downfall of literally almost every single fun thing I feel in society is when it was sold to a company. Like, not gonna lie. Anything ever that gets sold to a company is immediately bad. Like, immediately turns bad.
This is ship. We've got to find a way up there. The taxis leaving from that stand are driving.
Because it becomes corporate. It's not about, like, it's not about the fun anymore. It's about making money.
When did you rebuild the dimensioning? I have hobbies, and I know that finding the Lombax
Unfortunately.
has always been important to you.
Yeah, it's like selling your soul pretty much.
Together. Next stop, Nefarious.
But It's worse nowadays than it used to be.
Out of hand.
Because nowadays, like, everything is so corporate that, like, you're just fucked, pretty much.
Did Dr. Nefarious really resurface after all these years just to try and take over the universe?
But yeah, speedrun.com would rather prioritize everything that doesn't have to do with actual speedrunning.
For giving my assistant paid for... These goons are useless. This is what I get for...
So they have a site that has like tons of broken features. But, oh, well look, it also has Twitter built into it. It has its own Twitter, so you have to forgive. It's just dumb.
Me boys. Where did Nefarious find these?
Today my ultimate plan will come to...
His defenses are weakening.
Yeah, they're trying to become like the hub of all speedrunning. Like they want everything that has to do with speedrunning be done on that page.
Considerably.
And that's just not gonna happen. Like Discord is used for the communities. Like speedrunners allocate things. Like we don't use one thing for everything. Like we have different resources that we use for things. Like we don't have one site that we use for everything. But funny enough, so about the person, I don't know who it was that added it, but so all the people that got added to mod that mobile game on speedrun.com, I'm not joking, it's like literally every single Ratchet mod, like every single leaderboard mod, and I'm not joking, I'm literally the only person that was not added to it, and I think that's so funny. I looked at it to see if I was added, and I was like, oh no, I'm not. Whoever added all those people just has no idea who I am. Which is funny. Yeah, DDD didn't get added either, what the heck. Yeah, whoever it is, like, must know, like, a lot, like, I don't know, because people you wouldn't think would be added got added. Like, Melon got added, Mr. Brick got added. Like, there's a like, YP got added. Fucking YP got added. Like, what? YP got added. If you don't know who that is, he ran Rack 2 like fucking like 8 years ago. And he's a Psychonaut speedrunner now. Oh, is Dudek? Okay, makes sense. Yeah. I've never communicated with that guy ever, so that makes a lot of sense. So yeah, he just added like all the people he knew. Also, I haven't heard like about that guy in a while.
Better take care of these guys or they'll go after Phantom too. Hi, yeah, are you the Phantom? Is there a Phantom around?
Okay, third game. I don't know why I heavily fucked that up so much.
Why does everyone think I'm with the Resistance?
Oh, I was about to say there's no shot. This is already really bad.
There has to be something around here I can use to reach Phantom. Is this some kind of test?
Yeah, I do think the name adding on that is like pretty random. Also, I'm pretty sure I'm a super mod for the Kung Fu Panda 2 leaderboards. Should I just add like a fuck ton of people to that one? And that would be funny. Like me and Ratchet Runner are the super mods for that leaderboard. I don't know why I'm a super mod, I just am.
Get one. Can you get him?
Yeah, the run dies at being a mod.
I'm coming, Clank.
Okay. I literally don't even know how to do that anymore. You were supposed to flutter between like L1 and X. And then like you slowly move away and you gain speed. But I literally like pretty much forgot how you even do that. Okay, sure game. Double jumping.
Thanks again for the help, Secret Agent Zircon.
Want to finish a run. I mean, we got whipped cream though, so that was kind of cool. That's gotta make up for some of it.
Wait, you can see me?
We got the whipped cream.
Are you?
But yes, the run does die of being a mod. If you're a mod, it's over. It's over. It's Jover.
The resistance is here.
How do
Yeah,
you
we'll have to see if we can make
here?
a GS. A way to turn on GS. That would totally be allowed for runs, which would be pretty cool.
Head to the statue, use glitch, get a starship, and then find Clank on Sargasso. I'm on my way, buddy. Just hang in there for a little bit longer.
Sugar! I forgot to mention earlier.
Where did you even come from?
Stop me!
What the yikes? Yikes, yikes! Oh, wow. Oh no.
Oh, it's the big animal. Walking straight past it.
At least it was a round trip. Come on.
Infection is starting to clear. I guess I'm trying to take out glass now. Man, I really... Wow. Anyway, looks like the computer is back online.
I need to remember we're like on 90 FPS. Some stuff should be a little bit more manageable.
So then this Dimensionator was stolen by Dr. Nefarious, who used it to bring you here?
Where are you taking me?
I was gonna take you to my hideout, but first I gotta rescue my friends at the...
Oh, pff. Okay.
There's a
Why?
right
Literally why?
hideout.
I fell in the sticky stuff.
Got a lot of swamp acid between here and the Morts of Gelatonium.
I fell in the stick.
Those beetles appear to have no issue with the acidic swamp water.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna ride one as soon as I can get close enough. Where's that Speedle going?
It appears some dimensional
The Speedle's turning around and going somewhere else.
And the last Speedle runs into that rift thingy.
a dimensional pocket? Perhaps
No, don't hide! Ugh.
hitting its nest might get its attention. Now, if we could get away from this acid...
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna have a lot more people watching, because it, like, just came out. It is, unfortunately, a little bit disappointing, but Rift Apart is the most underperforming port in terms of sales that Sony has released so far. Compared to all their other IPs, which is disappointing, but it's whatever.
Where are these doofuses coming from?
Perhaps they were sucked through the dimensional
It's odd. Yeah, if you want to know what the peak was for players at the same time, it's 8,000. 8,000 is the most amount of people that have played this at once. Yeah, Rack isn't that popular. I feel like a lot of people don't even think about that much. Even in terms of like just general sales, like when the game came out, oh my gosh, that's so bad. I literally missed that. Even like general sales, like in the actual release on PS5, it's still like the least selling Sony exclusive. Still made a lot though. But it's not as popular as everything else they make. But people are deceived into thinking things are more popular because of like the media and Sony like pretending like their IPs are incredibly popular. Studios do this all the time. Are you serious? Really? Whatever, that was weird. Yeah, this was also in the running for Game of the Year. I forget how much this actually sold.
You must be so excited for Annihilate. Backup power has almost restored the flight stabilizer. How delightful!
What? No?
It still sells enough to keep going as a series, which is good. But in comparison to everything else that comes out nowadays, it's not really passing anything, which isn't like a bad thing though. I feel like people immediately think of that as a bad thing. You say something is like the least selling. Like you could have 3 IPs that all make over $1 billion. One of them has to be least selling than another. So if you say, oh, this one's the least selling, yeah, but it still sold like $1 billion, right? So that doesn't mean it's bad. Just more people, like less people bought it though, overall than the other ones. A lot of people still bought it, but not as much as everything else. So it was popular, but everything else is more popular.
What does it say?
Phantom, Moidoi, Captain Quantum, Klatchki.
Time loss.
Attention, Resistance. I'm posting the Emperor's hit list to our network. Come on, let's fix that communicator. Got a dimension to save before the Emperor finds us too. Dialed in. Let's go.
I got stuck here again. I've gotten stuck there twice. Step stuck twice.
He's usually behind the bar. He'll know where to find the pirate with this.
Where do we sign up to battle?
Think I'd be used to that by now.
Oh dear. Why must every dimension have a dangerous battle arena? The pirates are coming through rifts.
Gotta admire them for always.
I also forget that Starfield comes out like next month. Starfield comes out in September, which I completely forgot about. keep me busy. I mean, I think it's gonna be fun. It sounds cool from what it sounds like. And they're not like really hiding anything either. Like they're not being deceiving. Like they're upfront telling us what's gonna be in it. Because it's so like No Man's Sky like similar. It's so similar to that that like they've had to answer like so many questions because they don't want to be like massively disappointed. So like they outright come out and say like, hey, this is the amount of worlds that are legit gonna have nothing, and this is the amount of worlds that are gonna have stuff. Like they're literally telling you like right out the gate, so you don't like get deceived or surprised when it comes out. They said their like galaxy has 1,000 planets in it, so it's not infinite. They said there's 1,000, and said out of the 1,000, only 100 actually have like NPCs and missions and stuff. Which people were like mad at that when they said that, but I was like, bro, you realize how much like 100, like, bro, that's a lot. A 100 planets where there's missions on all of them to do? That's a lot. People were like underestimating. It was because of like how many planets they said that was in the game. So people were thinking, oh well, 100 is nothing compared to like everything that's in the game. So it was like completely deceiving. Like the audience tricked themselves pretty much. The people had to like reality check, like, you realize how much 100 is, right? Like, I don't think anyone would have expected a developing team to literally create fully fleshed out unique NPCs, towns and whatever, on 1,000 planets. Like, that's literally, like, that is like not possible considering the scope that they wanted to do. Unless, obviously, they made it procedurally generated, but they didn't want to do that. They only wanted to do procedurally generated for the actual, like, land mass, not, like, the events that were happening. But there's gonna be set locations anyway. Like, locations that don't change for everybody. But it's not like No Man's Sky, where there's, like, everything is just always random. Like, there is gonna be, like, tons of planets where they said that, like, they'll just never be randomized by, like, the generator and stuff. Like, it'll always have that city every playthrough. It'll always look the same. Which I think is good that they're taking that approach. Because then if you don't like the whole open space aspect, you're pretty much getting, like, you're still getting that, like, single-player story type game. It just, all the extra space is just like the open world aspect of it. Yeah, and Spider-Man 2 should be good. I saw something actually really funny about that, like something like an article that was talking about Spider-Man 2, and it was called Spider-Man 2 and how to make sure it doesn't end up like The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And the article was talking about how, like, in the trailer there's like all these parallels to like the events in the trailers and like what happens in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and they're like worried that there's so many parallels that the game is gonna be bad. And I'm like, just stop. Like, you're reaching so hard. They needed the article piece. But yeah, there are similarities between what we've seen in the trailers and that movie. But to the extent they were going to is a little bit too much. Pretty much the main thing they were drawing from is in Marvel Spider-Man 2 and The Amazing Spider-Man 2, in both versions, Harry is like sick with like an illness that he relies on Peter to help him cure. And that's like what they were drawing from, pretty much. Which is true. It seems like they are going to go that way with Spider-Man 2.
Man,
Which is literally what The Amazing Spider-Man did, where Harry is like super sick and he needs Peter to like help him.
Do you mind if I ask you a question?
And then it like doesn't work out, and then Harry finds out
At Evil Forest Temple,
that he's Spider-Man and like he becomes evil.
the Emperor has no respect for any of them.
let's teach him some.
I'm sure it probably will end up being like that, where like it'll pretty much be exactly like what happens in The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Intricate.
But I think it's fine though.
To disable the force field.
Take as long as you need. I'll handle these guys.
But the article is just strange because it was claiming that if it did have that parallel,
Everything going okay, KT's?
like it was weird. Like it was taking that one thing and it was saying, okay, because it's doing this, it's literally just going to be mirroring that movie and it's going to be bad. It was just dumb. Which is not the case. Like, yes, there are similarities between all of like the iterations of Spider-Man. Like, there are lots and lots of similarities over every Spider-Man iteration.
Is deactivated.
So to like use that as a point to say that they're worried about it is like really weird.
You saved us, sister and Ratchet guy.
There is only one temple left.
Oh, really? Okay, game. Also, that's actually something that I'm hoping as well. I hope the game is like actually like really interesting and that it's not like what they're presenting. Because what they're presenting in the trailers, I hope that's not everything.
You found my apprentice.
Go! Follow the path as fast as you can. As I said, you should not try to give me a
The PS4 game was super good though. The Miles game was also really good.
friend.
I think you're being too hard on yourself.
You do not know. We just met.
I know Gary trusts you. The monks like you. Maybe give the whole friendship thing a chance.
Of course.
I will consider it.
Oh, okay, sure. Okay, well, we're about to lose like a minute.
I can make it.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of those like hit pieces that like
Couldn't have done it
try and like act like they're worried about games are just like for bait reasons pretty much.
That's right, we did it!
I feel like it happens with like every game.
To that terminal so I can free the
Like something popular happens.
A Zeta
If you say it's gonna suck or whatever, like a lot of people are gonna read what you have to say because you're having like a hot
You
take.
can take a look at it. Here, let me see.
But what they're saying is like completely like valid though. Like I get what they're saying, but
Last time wasn't a fluke.
yeah, I do hope that the game is
I'm good at this.
a lot different than what we're actually seeing in the trailers, because then that would be cool. Like, I don't like deceiving trailers, but also I really hate trailers that literally just tell you everything. Which seems like what they did with the story trailer. Like, they revealed, like,
I am relieved you are all
if Harry actually is Venom, and he is actually the final boss,
This cable runs back to the Badlands.
then, like, why the nuts would they literally spoil it in a trailer? Like, if that's actually the case,
archive.
then whoever did their marketing, like, legit needs to be fired.
You made it. Oh, thank you.
But also, that's, like, the meta now for, like, trailers. You just spoil the entire game.
It is urgent.
Rift Apart was even worse. Like, even worse. Because for their promotion, they literally... Okay, sure. Game. For Rift Apart's promotion, by the end of the promotion, like a week before launch, they revealed every single planet. I'm not even joking, like they actually did. Like, over the course of all of the marketing they did, every single planet like ended up getting revealed except for like one of them. And it was Visceron. So literally everything you played when it came out was already revealed. Like the entire game was already revealed, except for like one planet. And that's why I feel like everyone's getting hyped up that there was going to be like so many more planets. Because like, oh, there's no shot that they just showed all the planets. That wouldn't make sense. But lo and behold, they actually did. So, yeah, it's going to be a little bit disappointing actually when Spider-Man 2 comes out. And if the entire game is literally exactly what happens in the trailer, that's gonna be really unfortunate. Because like there'll be no like surprise factor to it. Like it won't be interesting because you already know what's gonna happen. The game would probably, I mean obviously it's still gonna be good most likely. I'm just saying it's not gonna have, like games feel different when you know what's gonna happen. You're plus 41 there. I keep running into that as well, that wall. Oh, did the other guy not spawn? I hope it spawned. Yep, he didn't spawn. For some reason, there's a guy over here that sometimes won't spawn. Thank God you can turn on those like checkpoint markers and stuff.
This is the mining hub. Not really used to it. Perhaps someone here can direct us to the drill. The chief engineer's survey station should be nearby.
You were just full of fun facts, huh?
Indeed. For example, the average miner spends 72% of their life.
We're going the old way.
Whoa, really?
No, but I would hate to bore you by running out of.
Because I keep fucking this up.
Kinda pretty. In it there. That must be the chief engineer. Hello? Wait. I'll find the bots.
Ah, really?
Wait. I'll find the bots and bring them back here safe and sound.
These spots have intercepted a message from your dimension. Perhaps it is from that person we encountered.
Hopefully they can help us figure out what happened.
That old strat's kind of cool though. It's very chill. Mainly because it's just not hard at all.
We have one part of the message.
You just like run to the left and then just jump into the what's it called? The lift or whatever. That alternate way doesn't actually save that much time. It only saves like probably 3 or 4 seconds over the other way. Also, I'm pretty sure there's a trigger, unless it's on that one.
Right. Past the broken bridge.
Of course. Okay, and then I just didn't get a wrench boost. There's like so much I have to like de-rest if I want to like do more runs of this. Like, I'm so bad at like everything. I'm like in a limbo of being absolutely awful, but like not actually that awful. Because these runs are still actually really good though. They're really good, but I'm just being terrible. Because the run, the time I have right now would be like 5th, I'm pretty sure, on like the console leaderboards. Am I ever gonna like run into this trigger? It's like right there. Like I never hit that trigger.
That dimensional anomaly is identical to the
You can wrench boost like straight into that trigger.
That means you can deal with it.
I don't know, I feel like I could still probably actually save a lot of time on Blizzar. Just cause like Blizzar is probably where a lot of my time save is.
I sent the top minds on the team to 62, and they got stuck. That's it. Hydraulic supply restored.
I wouldn't be surprised if I've legit have like 2 minutes or something of time saved just on Blizzar.
Time to drill for some phase quartz.
I cannot help thinking.
What?
We still do not know what happened to your dimensions.
Will this even work? No. I didn't even try that.
I cannot help thinking.
What?
We still do not know what happened to your dimensions, Blizzard.
You're joking.
Happening in this dimension.
Actually, yeah, we're just gonna restart.
Cannot help thinking.
What?
We still do not know what happened to your dimension,
Eh,
Blizzard.
God. This run sucks.
Cannot help thinking.
What?
We still do not know what happened to your dimensions, Blizzard.
We will soon. Then we can stop it from happening in this dimension.
Yeah, well, if I was to save any time, we're not saving it anymore.
Trained to operate a drill 100 times bigger than me.
Really? That is very specific.
Yeah, like guaranteed.
Goals are achieved.
I have like at least like 2 minutes that I can save just on this level, like of gold time that I just have on this level.
Wombax robot, brilliant news! I decoded the message from beyond. Listen! Finally, good reception. Listen, do not
Pretty much all of like the hardest planets in the run are the obvious ones that
please
I'm gonna actually have to like mess around with.
take cover! Lockdown engaged! I can try a remote shutdown. Our network keeps faltering. I should have upgraded a faster service.
Phase quartz.
Bad news, everybody. I can't shut down the drill. I forgot to
Yeah, this isn't gonna be very good.
331. Prepare for sweet death and have a blink.
I can't believe we saved Blizzard. How about we fix up this phase quartz and save
If we do save, if we do gold, it's gonna be by very little.
It seems Dr. Nefarious will stop at nothing to catch us.
and blast.
Yeah, it looks like I am by like probably a tiny bit. I didn't. Wow, that must have just barely. Wow, I'm surprised by that actually. Yeah, I definitely have a lot of time saved there.
Let's get some phase quartz repaired. I hope the fixer is as good as the Morts say he is.
Yes. I hope so too.
Oh, and I saw one of the smelting pits further ahead.
They're the smelting pits.
Oh my god, I literally can't see.
They're the smelting pits across the canyon. There's a rift.
Watch out!
shot. Now we just have to get across that pirate-filled chasm and find a fixer.
Surprised we can still get like a 121.
If Longonoff is mostly junk, what are they hoping to loot here?
What? Okay.
Yeah, keep laughing, Pierre.
Why are the boots on? What the nuts? Yeah. Also, I know I'm seeing that message so late, but yeah, that is like almost always the case. Whenever new strats get found, the old strats become the backup strats.
Are we going to,
Unless, of course, like, you know, the new strats are like way hard, but people are still doing old strats.
I'd be happy if I never saw a pirate again. Gotta admit, the fixture being a giant.
Also, oh my gosh, the double nothing times 2 nothing. Mr. Kale and Miss Beetle. Oh my gosh, it must have meant to be
Robots, but we'll see.
the double nothing.
I'll sink it for good.
We'll try this again.
Can't stop now. Not when we're this close to the fixer. And we're in
Yeah, I feel like that
how exactly will we fix
is way more specific.
At least the pirates are taken care of.
Please focus on the grind.
I got that there, but I think that's because of how fast we were going. On 120,
Place down.
like, I always hit a death barrier there, and I have no idea why. But like right there, I got it like instantly first try. Same spot I always hit with it. It's very strange. Also, yes, nothing is the best redeem. We must love the nothing. The fixer needs to learn that. Love the nothing.
Because of your arm? Don't listen to him, Bolts.
Oh dear.
I don't know how you do the thing here either. But there's like a fast way to do this.
Yes. Oh, I hope Ratchet had an easier time building a new dimension here.
Or maybe like a minute of my time was on that planet.
This? Cadaro Station,
Okay, yeah, this one also feels...
including the only Rubion form
Oh my
left
gosh.
to build the Dimensionator.
So it's our only shot. No?
I knew it. The Blazon must have absorbed the excess energy released by the dimensional chaos.
We already lost all the time.
Another dimension.
It's already all gone.
Abandoned dimension from the looks of it.
You
But yeah, I don't know why that one doesn't work anymore. For some reason.
I have a good life in my dimension, Kit, and I don't want to risk it.
I think we got like a slight gold.
of risk, Kandaro Station exists in this dimension. Think the Ruby... Ah! Is that an Amiiboy?
Oh. This game.
Room is prone to flooding. They would likely keep the pump controls somewhere high.
That was like so good, but I just scuffed like like literally all of it.
Pleasure to meet you, Junkbot. This is Kid.
Hello.
We're trying to get into another dimension. So, is that access arm like some kind of key?
Where is everyone?
Oh, wait, the power is out. We just need to find a way to turn it back on.
Leave it to us, Junkbot.
Okay, I will just stay down here and watch you.
It's Juice! Juicy! It's Juicy.
Aw, I have never seen Juice so playful before.
That's playful?
Usually he just moseys around the station doing his own thing, but he seems to be actively chasing you. I am jealous. There it is! My favorite liaison in all of the station. I love the way it sounds.
Juicy.
Or we can head straight to the Forge's control. Why did the Forge not work?
I guess it wasn't fully powered.
What about the Dimensionator?
We'll figure something out.
Also, for those curious how kid friendly the Insomniac team is that made Rift Apart, in a super early interview where they were talking about like the different types of levels they made for Rift Apart, before we knew what this level was going to be like, I'm not joking, they said they made a horror level, and I'm letting you know that this was the level that they were talking about. And I just think it's so funny to think about that. And I'm like, imagine how like kid friendly you are, like you have to be to say Cordelion is a horror level. Like what the what? Okay. Also, Glitch, what are you doing? Glitch is stuttering. Glitch, no. I mean, Junkbot is pretty scary, but, you know. Junkbot's kind of hot, too.
You are all clear to power up the forge.
How do we do that?
By finding the power source. Last I saw it was down the stairs and past the pressure door, but FYI, it is a first floor.
That's a lot of door.
This must be where they generate the Forge's power. But there is nothing here. Is Junkbot messing with us?
I don't know. Power source really is missing. We grabbed the one in the other dimension. Well, for some reason didn't.
Ratchet, I do the only place left to look is through the next blast door. But it seems very blocked.
What if we follow those cables?
I think you are right. Try smashing that cloak.
Weapons don't even phase him. He's right there.
Dude, getting used to the toggle is so bad. It's so weird.
Controlled by a bolt crank. Guess they didn't get around to upgrading this room.
Run! Almost there. Ratchet, are you okay? advances and risking a good life. I had a good life once of a... Now I can be the...
Hit the damn crystal. God damn it.
There's an increased magnetic field here.
We shall decorate the floor with them.
Did I really not get door skip again? I really didn't.
The power source is juice?
We should free him.
We come in peace, big guy? Is that a happy hiss or an angry? We've got incoming juice! Still with us, Juice?
Come on.
Here is the new plan.
Juicy.
Looks like we just need to get
Oh,
back to our
Juicy.
Oh, this elevator can take you
You will be missed.
no problem.
Goodbye, Juicy.
Soon, Ratchets and Kittles.
Thanks, and will do.
No, wait. Wait. We?
Say goodbye to Juicy.
Can do it. We have obtained the phase quartz as well.
Yeah. Meet us at Zerky so we can build this thing.
Oh. How do I meet someone?
What are you talking about? The net
That like goes so slow now.
I fell off the archives in front of you and screamed a lot.
True. I don't know. Just be friendly and open, and don't over.
How? How? Why? How did I gold that?
Hi, Wretched. I'm Reddit. Nice to meet you.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Just thinking about building the Dimensionator and saving the universe.
Are you nervous about meeting Ratchet?
What? Yeah.
He is friendly.
The crowd flooded, boiling, and empty to pieces. At the one,
You think you're so tough? Let's turn up the heat.
there he is, enter the arena.
Why must Lombaxes be as adaptable as they are adept? Fall already! And let me enjoy my...
This is not looking good. I've got it covered. I'm totally fine. What did you do with the Emperor?
Never met the guy. Because I asked
He is the Emperor. Oh my gosh, plot twist.
change of scenery.
Spoilers.
Two against one isn't fair. So this one's on my team. That's it. I'm gonna send you into the heart of a supernova.
Wait. If we are going to face the Emperor, we should gather as many resources as we can.
You're right. The Emperor would come back just because he was on the news. Not for the dimensions falling apart or...
Emperor has always been a threat to our universe. We must get the Dimensionator away from him before we have no home left to save.
Dial in. Let's go.
Okay.
The Emperor...
Is all this fighting really? The Emperor despises lemonade.
Hey! You done picking on the little guys? More of the Emperor's of all of these rifts. The Emperor has become even more dangerous with the Dimensionator.
Hold away. Say hi to Kit.
Yeah, I messed it up so hard in my last run as well.
Let's keep following Maynard toward that secret feed. So many ships. Emperor's being very thorough. It'll be okay. We'll free the seeker Pete and the fight will start going our way. It will. So when I was
I messed the split up pretty hard in the last run I did.
here we come. I am not exactly a straight line to the battle cruiser, but that hurl shot should get us closer.
Even using the normal pause, like, doesn't pause there for some reason. Like, it goes extra, which is very strange.
We locked onto Kid Signal.
Yeah, 90 FPS might be
Just hop on her back.
What a
a lot better to play on.
activate your disruptor beam.
Our equipment's going haywire.
Shields? It just couldn't be easy.
Don't worry, all of these splits were like redeems, so I did not, I'm not responsible for a lot of the names. Okay?
We threw together some bombs out of our gelatonium stash that
Yeah, Trudy's name being run through the mud there, the sussiness.
toss them at the cruiser.
There are the bombs Mort mentioned. Let's grab them. Take that, Emperor Nefarious. Nice, kid. Let's keep it up.
Roast chicken at midnight is like actually a good one. I think it was like Mark or something that redeemed that one. That one's been a split for a long time. I've had that as a split for a while.
Ratchet and Clank have some good news. I hope Ratchet's staying out of trouble.
Of course, our only lead to finding Captain Quantum is about to be executed.
Perhaps someone else can tell us where he
Yeah.
is.
So what's our execution plot? Tisbit for short?
Resign to their fates like birds caught in a blanket.
No.
The air be a lively one.
Oh no.
Our labor for mercy will make for fine entertainment.
Okay, I borked that up.
Not so fast, ye meddling trespasser!
And I'll never go swimming.
Yeah, I borked that up so hard. I had to like IJ back up, so we're probably gonna lose a lot of time there. Unless I just messed it up in my last run as well, which is probably a possibility. Very likely. The last split, it says Sin should play Rack too. But it's too long to actually be seen on the full thing. I think Dismay redeemed that one.
Something's not right about all this.
Think your pipe.
Oh no.
Me hearties, sing shanties.
Me hearties.
You just thought of a sussy name for this split, but you refuse to disclose. Oh no.
Pardon?
Refusal to disclose. It must be pretty bad then.
Girls in
Of girls in
I think I messed this up in my last run.
our
Royally messed that up.
linger by the
linger by the shore.
Some reason I
thought that went rather well.
Yeah. Guess we should do that more often.
this is slow. Heck. What? Sure. What? Okay, dude, whatever. What? Hello? Okay, so yeah, if the run was still alive, it is totally over now. It is completely over now. I like completely botched that. It'll be very sad to watch this one die. But it's fine though.
Ye survived?
It's fine.
Not bad at all.
There's only gonna be a 121 as well.
See what is up ahead.
But there's probably a lot I could have still golded.
Doesn't make it any better. My name's Ratchet.
Yep, we're okage. We're okage. We're not dodged.
I'm going to try and steer us off this planet, but you have to hold off the pirates until we're ready for takeoff.
Leave it to me.
Hello, Greedy. How are you? Yeah, exactly. We'll just start over and go again. We did get a lot of golds though, actually. Yeah, I've been testing out Greedy. We made an auto splitter and a load remover for the PC version. So this is like my last test through it before we just like release it. Also, thanks to the good luck as well. A lot of these runs are pretty much like B-Rus.
You tell me. Is that the last
There's no like uploaded runs yet though for PC at all, which is good because we wouldn't have to worry about a load remover, like having to time out people's runs that are already up. You haven't ran anything with an auto splitter? Well, if you run anything on PC, it probably does. I know a lot of the PlayStation ports probably don't, because of like the communities probably don't have people that can make them or know how to make them. But most PC games do have like auto splitters and load removers. It's only like day 7, I think. I'm pretty sure it's like day 7 for Rift Apart, and we already have this set up, which is really nice. But yeah, it splits for me and it removes the loads, so I don't have to touch anything for splitting. Really nice. There's like 2 issues with it, but
Where's that ship going?
we don't really care about the issues that it has right now.
What the heck is that thing?
Typically games that use auto splitters as well, or load removers, also make it like mandatory to use them.
Now for the Plunder Beam!
Oh yeah, Lord of the Rings and Croc too. Okay.
Thunder beam is down.
That's cool that they use them. I'm assuming you're playing those on PC, right? Or are they console? Because I know, so like you can make console load removers. I know The Last of Us 2 on console has a load remover.
Focus on escaping first.
Like they have like picture load removers that you can use, but they're like really hard to set up though, because you have to have like very consistent screens for it to work. So like they're very finicky. Yeah, the picture load removers are quite strange. Like, they work some of the time. Obviously, the ones that are using actual, like, coded values are gonna be, like, way more reliable than, like, scanning the screen. Because what the picture load removers do is they just scan the screen, and it looks for something specific on the screen, and when it detects it, it splits, or it pauses.
Ratchet, we need to disable the scuttler fast. Right.
I should lose a lot of time here, but I guess we'll find out. Oh, they're console versions of both games, but you play on PC. Ah, okay.
Actually saved us.
Wow. We must let Rivet and Kit know.
Wonder what Rivet's up to.
Yeah. Wow, I'm shocked I'm not losing. Actually, yeah. It's not supposed to split yet. That's great. There we go. Yeah, I'm shocked I'm actually not losing as much time as I was thinking.
No way. It must be nefarious. The archives held the dimensional map, correct?
Yeah. Rivet. Kit. Emperor Nefarious destroyed the archives. Gonna check inside. See if we got the map.
The archives have been destroyed? Where is Gary?
I'm not
Where is Gary?
The Emperor's gotta be headed for the archives. We have to get there first.
He is overused.
Is it? That rift will... The Emperor must have got...
Based on the structural norms of the Emperor's ships, we should find high-value assets on the upper level.
Have you seen this snail? No, I haven't. Should I be looking out?
Terrible.
Should I be looking out, Miss Beetle? If it's wanted, we'll find it. We'll find him if he's wanted. It's Gary? Oh no! Gary's not allowed to be missing.
This is a flourish to mark the occasion.
We're here for the flagship tour. We don't need a ticket.
We must scour the remaining archives. Think of the treasures within. Weapons of unimaginable power. Lost episodes of Lands of Tyranny.
Those baubles are useless. The map is all we need. The rest can burn.
Wait, does that mean he has the map already, or... Ratchet, are you seeing anything from Quantum's helmet?
Nothing useful.
Has to be here. We just need to keep moving.
You made a big mistake boarding this ship.
I was just gonna take it for a quick joyride.
For the Emperor!
dimensional anomaly?
In the catacombs, you can get down there by activating the excavation towers.
You can activate them via nearby pressure locks.
What? Okay.
One of the pressure plates.
We were under the water.
Hang on. Let's find another. Oh, hey.
Oh, sure. Okay, whatever. That was a completely terrible angle.
Getting off this ship. Let's go, Gary.
Oh, yes, good idea.
Meet you guys in the catacombs.
That's another turned on. Good thing Nefarious doesn't have a map.
Okay, all of those wrench boosts were terrible.
Only one remaining.
I thought you said this was the way out. It appears to be the lower engine. The layout of the ship is odd. Would it have killed Nefarious to hang a big neon?
We did it. Catacombs, here we come. Never thought I'd say that. All right.
Take a
Let's get
do
down
no
into the
violence
catacombs.
vow, did you, Gary?
Unfortunately.
That is all right. We will defend you.
This we have to go to. Whoa. Is that the anomaly?
It is. This place
Okay, let's not be sus. I'm not sus, okay? Let's not be sus.
can get us there. I will be able to get inside and find that map.
Okay, we're already sus. Yeah, that collision feels so different. Yeah. That feels like so...
Come on, almost there.
We made it.
Yeah, I guess we could just IWB there. That's probably the best bet.
Down the rift to their dimension and change its ceiling. If you hold them off, we're on it.
Holy, it has I.
We gotta keep them away.
Oh my god.
If it means
He literally didn't swear.
Undead.
What a fucker. He was literally about to say it and was like, no fam, I ain't saying it. I ain't saying it. Also, we're gonna lose probably all of our time here from messing that up.
proceed to the anomaly.
Gotta go. Stay safe, guys.
But at least I know we can just IWB that.
Planet side. Find the map yet?
I will retrieve the map as quickly as I can.
Yeah, we can, yeah. On 90 FPS, you can just IWB that, so you don't get stuck. Okay, let's see the damage. How much time are we gonna lose? Oh my god, we're already losing time. No! No! Hello, Mr. Koi. How are you? I'm doing like the last test on the splitter before I just like submit it to the good stuff. Yeah, we're still on 13.
Oh wow. Getting close. The processing center should be just up ahead. Please, a processing center. It has to be where Ratchet and Clank are being held. And Kit.
No more 121. That's so smudge.
Where are you guys?
Yeah, it's all been working so far. If it works on this like entire go, which it is so far,
And there they go.
then we're gonna submit it to. Oh my gosh, I ran into that. The live split GitHub. So then everyone can use it. It still has that issue where, like, it'll split if you quit to the title screen. But we're just gonna release it. Because once, like, we're nearing people, like, actually getting close to wanting to submit runs. And we don't want to have to, like, manually time out, like, all these loads and stuff people are having.
Don't worry, we'll get you out of here.
Yeah, people definitely underestimated. I mean, I did as well. People underestimated how long the loads are on PC. Like, they're pretty long. It's an overtime thing. Like, you watch your load and you're like, oh look, this load's so quick. Why would you want to time them out? But yeah, like, they all stack up. Like, it ends up equaling like a lot of time. Like, we're 6 minutes right now of loads. I ran to the glass. Also, toggle still feels so weird. I'm still, like, constantly messing up. Beetle wants beach again. Oh my gosh, but you're just at beach. You're just at beach. Miss Beetle wants beach too. The sequel. Rubichel. Yeah, true. Rubichel. Yo, Xantho, thanks for the good luck. Yeah, I think we're fine on the splitter. So when this run ends, I can like upload it. So I have the page open already where we like upload it. Also, I got whipped cream, I think, during this run, so that's even more epic. That strat's so hot. And it looks so cool.
I thought Kit was my friend, but she's a liar, liar, pants on fire.
She seems too deep.
No.
Now keep moving.
Maybe. We're not gonna make
Tether onto that rift. Their cell. There. Quickly. We must slingshot onto that evacuation platform.
Oh my god. Let me pause. Sometimes the game doesn't let you pause for some reason.
If they get away, we may lose them entirely.
Very strange. Yeah, maybe it is a sus strat name. Or maybe Rubeetle is sus. Oh my gosh, revelations. Wait, is it actually inspired by a Winnie the Pooh thing? That's funny. It's funny but awesome.
Quickly, use that crank to pull the cell back toward us.
Also, let's hope it like splits at the end on its own. Like at the last split.
Okay.
Winnie.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh is great. He's very cute.
The Emperor is truly turning our dimension into his own. There is one more scabbard.
I feel like 90 is the sweet spot, not gonna lie. I think 90 FPS is actually good.
Looks like the sky's clear of snipers. Let's move.
I do not appreciate resistance, Lombax.
Like 120 is so insane. Like it's too much. Like it's way too. Like I swear half the tricks are like not even. Like half the wrench boosts are like just not even possible. On 120. Like they're way too fast. To where you'll just end up losing time as opposed to just playing on 90. I want to try 100. I want 100 to be a variable. Like I want to try 100 and then see like what that's like.
We need your help. Nefarious just...
Oh, that's very sad, Miss Beetle. Well, at least you had Winnie the Pooh, right? Winnie the Pooh is the real one. It won't go any higher than that in game. It's probably because your graphics settings is set to 60 as the max.
Everyone shoot those monitors!
And whatever your graphics settings are.
Yep, they're just fighting the Nefarious. The sun...
Not even a candle against the battles I have won. Countless victories. Your dimension will be another in my trophy case. What have you done?
You might have VSync on, actually. If you have VSync on, it'll automatically cap it at 60. Turn VSync off. VSync is like a stabilizer. It's like a vertical sync stabilizer. If you turn that off, the game will become more unstable, but it'll uncap your frame rate. So make sure it's off, like in the game and in your NVIDIA settings. It has to be off in both. So there's a VSync option in NVIDIA settings, but make sure it's off in the game as well. Yeah, it's like a balancer type thing to make sure the game doesn't like go insane. Or I guess become super unstable. But of course we want it to be super unstable if you want to play on higher FPS. Unstable in what way? It helps with geometry, that's what VSync is for. So a lot of like strange glitches can happen that wouldn't normally happen. Screen tearing can also happen if you turn it off. But I haven't noticed any screen tearing, so... Yeah, it's like a performance-related thing. Yeah, it stands for vertical sync. But yeah, it's mainly just like a visual thing. Like, it has nothing to do with like. Yeah, it's literally just a visual. Let's see if it splits on its own at the end.
Nope.
It did, yay. Okay, cool.
This is the part where
Nice. Okay, that was good. Some of best is 118 now, which is really cool. I saved like a lot of time on DN, and
You really thought you had me?
what's the split called? Bleezar. I'm still god off. I need to de-rust Bleezar a lot. I could save like over a minute just on Bleezar of like golds. Like Bleezar is the one level that I always just massively bone. Yeah, the fish live for another day. They live.
What do you know about winning?
Yeah, thanks for all the GGs, Mr. Koi and Xantho and Miss Beetle. But
You two
Team
know a
Fish.
couple of hot shots.
yeah, no one submitted runs yet. Dude, the first submitted run needs to be like a sub 120. Because then on the speedrun.com history, because then on the speedrun.com history page for the PC version, it's gonna say like the first run ever performed for Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart PC. It's like 119. Like the first ever submitted run is the world record, like 119. No, knowing this game, someone's gonna submit a run that's like 4 hours long, and it's gonna say that's like the first ever world record. Someone's gonna submit their casual playthrough. Yeah, Team Lord Bidoof.
I'm sorry for what I
Yeah.
said before.
True.
You're my friend. And thank
Yeah,
you
thanks for the GG, Mr.
for
Brick
coming back.
and Tobes.
Team?
We got a surprise PB, I guess, because I wasn't expecting to save like as much time towards the end of the run, but I also shouldn't be surprised.
Our dimension could use a couple heroes right about now.
Well, how would you two feel about making a pit stop on the way?
Yeah, guys, we have like,
There we have.
yeah. I still think it's weird when people talk about world record when like there's no submitted runs and it's so early, but I have had people already come into stream that were like completely brand new to Rift Apart in general.
Is that?
When I had the 127 for PC, and they're like, "Oh, is this world record?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "I guess, well, technically, I guess, but like, no." It's just weird. But like, no one's done anything yet, so like no one's done runs at all, so like weird saying that. I guess yeah, technically this is, but it's gonna get low super fast. Yeah, oh yeah, I can upload the splitter now. So the only like bug I guess that's in it is when you